Here's how an introvert closed a $1,800 deal in the automation space. Let me show you how I'm going to help him deliver the project. And the reason I'm doing this is because I understand that getting your first client can be stressful and a bit overwhelming, which is the reason why I added the first client reward, where I personally help every member with their first client to kickstart their career. My name is Sal. I build sales systems for a living. I went from a nightclub bouncer to freelancing, then I got banned on Upwork. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to go online and start my own agency, and I've managed to scale it to 7 figures. So let's get into it. Okay, so another win. Finally, first client closed for $1,800 client. Wow, like these past few days, whenever I just go to the community just so I can answer DMs, I can always see a new win. And actually, I'm about to record an entire podcast with a community member who is 19 years old. And he's managed to make $30,000, right? I believe it's worth 30. Let me see. Yeah. $30,000 generated in 16 days at 19 years old. Wow. Check this out. And there's me like with my motivational quotes and everyone hyping him. So yeah, like I'm about to record this video, so make sure to watch this just because this guy, Aaron, is gonna drop so much knowledge in terms of people who want to get their first clients and eventually just scale. So, hey everyone, just wanted to share some big news. I finally closed my first client after jumping on 10 calls. Not easy for an introvert like me. I landed a deal worth of $1,800. Yeah, I used to have this myself too. If you guys don't know, when I used to be a bouncer, right? I also was a little bit of an introvert. So it was definitely a bit challenging for me to understand that I need to sell in order for me to make money, right? Because in order for you to make money, you need to sell things, right? We all know this. So the only thing that I've done and I would recommend you guys do is essentially just build a new identity, right? A new identity where you say to yourself, even though I'm an introvert, right? I still need to go through life and eventually do things so I can be successful, right? And Carl Jung talks about it, which is the greatest psychologist of all time. He said, there's no such thing such as just an introvert or like an extrovert. We all have like multiple versions of ourselves. I mean, think about it. You can be an introvert when you are enjoying the company of someone you like or like someone you enjoy their company, etc. Okay? You just got to understand that if you keep telling yourself, oh, I'm an introvert, you're just not going to be successful, right? Because in order for you to achieve what you want to perform something called an integration, right? Which is essentially making yourself more conscious, right? And this is interesting because when I look back on my past mistakes, like some of the things that I've done were pretty dumb, right? Just because I was unconscious. And if you don't make your unconscious conscious, it will rule your life and you'll call it fate, right? Sometimes we look back and we say, wow, I was doing some really, really dumb stuff, right? I was just shooting myself in the foot, right? So the way to just remove all of this is just build an identity that just likes money, right? I'm assuming you guys are watching, you like money. So in order for you to make money, right, you need to step out of your comfort zone and actually take action, okay? So the offer is $1,800 for 6 meetings guaranteed within 30 days, 21-day warm-up to kick things off, 50% paid upfront. Huge thanks to Saad and all the teachings and to the community for the constant support. Yeah, congratulations, my friend. It's all you. You've done the work. I was just the person who gave you the framework, okay? So he walked me through the project and it's you guessed it, a recruitment agency. A lot of people are actually targeting recruitment, and as you guys know, there's like 150,000 new recruitment company just in 2025 in the last 3 months. So this space is exploding and many people are actually closing deals left and right, just going for this niche, okay? So this client is actually a recruitment company and they want to fill AI roles, AI engineers, data analysts, etc., okay? And when he was explaining this, he said that they want to target the French market at first, and then they will expand to the US market, okay? So fortunately, I can speak pretty good French, right? So I helped him with the copy, etc. And I'm going to walk you guys through the copy in just a sec. But since this is a recruitment company, well, the offer is pretty straightforward because what we're going to do is just going to find companies hiring, just because this is their ideal client, right? A company hiring for the candidates that they have, this recruitment company. Okay, so the flow is going to be pretty straightforward. It's going to take us 15 to 20 minutes to build. Okay, So obviously, whenever you build out a sales system, like I always say, you want to identify the lead sourcing databases where you're going to find these companies. And you also want to pre-draft something called a dream email. And let me just walk you guys through the dream email. So this is essentially in French, okay? So shout out to any French-speaking viewer that is watching this. And I'm going to read through it, and I'm going to show you guys the copy in English. And so you guys understand, okay? So this means, hey, so bonjour, prénom, which is first name. I see that company name develops projects around AI, cybersecurity, data, and like other enterprise and like other companies in France, I'm assuming you're trying to build your team right now. Yeah, so et comme plusieurs entreprises tech en France, vous êtes peut-être en train de structurer l'équipe en ce moment. So this is what it means, right? I partner with X Talent. So we're just gonna name his client X Talent. We're not gonna name drop the company name. Je collabore avec X Talent, a specialized recruitment firm in deep tech, Web3, AI, etc. We recently helped X Network. Essentially, this is like a case study of them. On a récemment accompagné X Network, Infra Ethereum, to structure their team with two blockchain developers and one business developer. Si quelqu'un vous recrute sur ce type de rôle, je peux faciliter une mise en relation rapide avec l'équipe Stack. So what this means, if you guys are hiring right now, I can offer you these candidates, okay? So let me walk you guys through the English version. Hey, first name, saw that company name is building AI cybersecurity data, and based on your current momentum, you're likely hiring or about to. I'm working with X Talent, a specialized team in deep tech hiring, AI Web3 infra. They recently helped X Network, an Ethereum-based protocol. So my French is not the best, guys, sorry. Make three strategic hires, 2 blockchain devs and business devs, all placed in under 23 days. Their team was especially strong on roles with technical depth and ecosystem knowledge. If you've got hiring plans in that zone, I'd be happy to connect you with the right person over there to see if it makes sense, okay? So these are the dream emails. Now, these dream emails are going to crush us just because. Let me explain. So the first thing we have is they recently helped X Network. So what we're doing here is we're showcasing social proof, essentially like specific results. And if you guys read here, if you got hiring plans in that zone, I'd be happy to connect you with the right person. So we don't beg here. We're just offering help, okay? So that's not a hard sell. Instead of pitching the service, you're offering a connection. So in short, guys, this is what I want you guys to implement whenever you're writing a dream email. So make it about them, show proof it works, and don't pressure them. That's pretty much all you need to know, okay? Now, I know you might be wondering, Saad, now, well, how do we find these companies? Well, there's multiple ways to actually scrape these companies. The most straightforward way is going to be LinkedIn, jobs. There's also Wellfound. There's also Indeed. There's also like specialized platforms in France that actually list companies hiring. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to show you guys how to scrape LinkedIn. It's essentially the same thing, okay? So what we're going to do is step 1 is scrape LinkedIn, jobs, okay? And then the second thing is going to be find HR manager. And then third step, find email of that hiring manager. And the last step is going to be pre-drafting the copies, plugging everything to instantly so we can start our outreach. Okay, so step 1, go to linkedin.com/jobs, okay? And then here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to title, skill, or company. We'll type in artificial intelligence in France. Okay, so we have 11,000 results. We're going to go to all filters, and we're going to have to filter the best jobs that we want here. So past month. And then we're going to go to all filters again, and we're going to choose what they want. So essentially, they want software development. And they also want IT consultant. Okay, information technology for the job function. Analysis too. And then show one results. Okay, so we have 2,000. Okay, AI stack engineers in Flex AI. Ile-de-France. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to just scrape these, okay? So we're going to go to Epify. And I'm just going to type in LinkedIn jobs, okay? So the cool part about this client is they want to target all the AI roles, which is amazing for us. So I'm going to choose which one? The LinkedIn, this one, yeah. LinkedIn job scraper, paper results, try for free. And then simply I'm going to copy this URL, okay? And then paste this in the LinkedIn job search URL, paste this here, scrape company details, and then let's just do, how many do we have here? 1868. So 1868. Run options. Make sure it's no timeout and click on save and start. Okay. So this actually is a paper result. Okay. If you guys don't know. So they charge you $1 per 1,000 results, which is extremely cheap. Right. So there we go. System info. Now it's going to go ahead and scrape this data for us and it's going to be populated in the table right here. Okay. So we're just going to wait a little bit and there we go. So let's go to output and there we go. So we have the company's description. So let's check this website. This is in France. Yeah. Oh, they have AXA. Wow. This is like, these are big companies. Yeah. Okay, so we have the description text. What do we have too? We also have the, that's really good. We also have the job poster name. So this is essentially, I believe this is like their hiring manager. Oh yeah, hiring manager. So this is called Nada. Okay, so Wise. So this, I believe this is the HR manager. Yeah, talent partner. Yeah. So this is their talent manager. Okay, so the poster name is actually the HR manager. So what we're going to do is we're going to have two filters where we take the hiring manager. And if you don't find the hiring manager, then I'm going to show you guys another way to find it, okay? So we have the results right here. We have how many? 173. So the only thing we have to do is just wait a little bit. Okay, so now this is scraping. I'm just going to go ahead and build the system in make.com. It's going to take us 15 to 20 minutes. Very easy, guys. Anyone can do it. Create a new scenario. Okay. So now I'm going to type in Epify. Go to Epify. Get dataset items. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to go to settings. Go to settings. And then go to API and integration. Copy this one, the personal API token, go to make, click on add, go to connection type, go to API token and paste this here, click on save. Okay, in terms of the dataset ID, just simply go to storage, go to dataset ID, copy this, paste this here. In terms of limit, just put 1 for now, click save, run once. Okay, so we have basically all of this. So essentially we have company description, we have the company website, okay? And we also have the poster full name. Yeah, the poster full name. Okay, this lady. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now is just name this get leads. Okay. Now we're gonna have to go to flow control router. So essentially, if the poster full name exists. So if poster name exists, we're gonna find their emails. If it does not exist, well, we're gonna have to use another way, okay? So for example, let me walk you guys through this. So let me go to output. Let's check the company here that we don't have the hiring manager for. Shift technology. So Shift technology, paste it here. Hiring manager. So there we go. We found them. Frédéric Frère. So we're going to essentially do the same thing. We're going to automate it. And I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Okay. So now this is scraping. We have 800. It's pretty good. So if the poster name exists, all he has to do is just use the command center. Okay. Essentially, the command center is just an email enrichment platform where we built not just an email enrichment platform, actually, just like our own in-house tools, such as the email finder, verifier, and company LinkedIn scraper. So in his case, he only has to use it. Okay. So he just copies this URL, and every member that joins SSM, they get their own API key. But I'm cognizant of my viewers, they don't have access to the command center. Okay. But you can use other email enrichment platforms, such as an email finder, for example. Okay. It's quite pricey. I'm not gonna lie, just because if you go to monthly, it's like 1K credits. And obviously you're not gonna just find 1,000 emails, right? You're gonna probably scrape more than that. It's $89 a month, okay? Which is the reason why I came up with the command center. Instead of people like paying extra for software, they can just use our own, which is unlimited, right? And I think this is like the no-brainer why like people just love using the command center just because it saves them like $500 a month off just these tools, right? So again, I'm just going to walk you guys through how to use an email finder. So search for a person's email. I'm going to click on add. I'm going to go to my account here, go to app, and then go to API, copy this API key, and then go back, paste this here. Just name this AI France, for example. Save this. I'm going to search by domain. So the domain is going to be the company website, and the full name is going to be the full name. Okay. Save this. Now we're going to have to tackle whenever we don't have the hiring manager, which is job poster full name does not exist. So poster name does not exist. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a platform called the Rapid API, right? So Google search, essentially the same thing that we've done. We just Googled the hiring manager. Well, we're going to do the same thing. Okay. Just use an API. So go to Open Playground. I'm going to leave you the link so you can use it. And essentially what we're going to do is we're going to make a request get to an URL. Now, I already have an URL ready for you guys to plug and play, and I'm going to leave it in the resource, which is going to be in my playbook, right? And essentially it's going to be this one, Rapid API Hiring Manager Query. So Control C, go to HTTP, make a request, paste it here. Okay, so company name is company name. And the company URL is going to be the company website. Okay. Go to headers. And before I proceed, let me just put myself here. Okay. And all I have to do now, go to Google search, and I'm just going to put these headers right here. Control C. Paste this here. Paste this here and remove this. Go to headers. Again, they're going to give you like an API key specifically for you once you sign up to Rapid API. So this is going to be the one. Control C. Paste this here again. Paste this here. Boom. Parse the response. Click on save. Okay. It's going to be find hiring manager. Okay. So let's just save this. I'll outline this. Now let's just run once. Check this out. Results. Okay, so we found the email of that person. There we go. Now, obviously, because the first one, there's the poster full name. Let's just offset. Offset just means skipping the first record. So run once. Oh, I can. So this second record, also we have the poster full name. Okay. So I think we're gonna have to skip the second. So skip this first too. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. There we go. Go to data. Go to results. 1. So this is the lady, Mindrift, Valeria Lavrentova. Talent Acquisition Manager at Mindrift. See? There we go. Moment of the truth. Is this the same company? Is it? Moment of the truth. Don't embarrass me. Rapid API. Kidding. Let's see. Is it? I believe it is. It is the same company. Boom, it is. Boom. Great, we found this. Awesome. So now since we have this data, what do we do with it? We're going to have to structure it. So go to Entropic, create a prompt. Okay. Go to model, 3.7 Sonnet, max token 750. And then again, you better believe it, I have a prompt that's going to structure the full name. Okay. So again, I'm going to go to my playbook. I believe it's the playbook or the 7-figure prompts. Okay. I'm going to leave you both documents, by the way, so you can just get up and run as quickly as possible. You don't have to, worry about it. So Control C, paste this here. So retrieve the person's full name from results title as it might be reflected in their LinkedIn URL. Exactly. Save this. Now we need to parse the JSON by JSON, parse JSON. Pretty easy. As you guys can see, just no code. You don't have to nerd out about any academic theory. So let's just run once. Now I have the lady, Valeria. Sweet. So now all I have to do is just copy this, paste it here. Let me just delete this filter because make just copies everything here. Post your full name. Well, now is going to be the results. Boom. Okay, so it looks like we can find this email. So find email. Okay. And again, find email. Sweet. I'm curious to see if the command center is going to find the email actually. So now what do? Well, we need to pre-draft the copy because we found the email. Well, now we're going to have to go to tools, set variable. Okay. And simply we're just going to have to paste the dream email that we have, which is this one. Okay, so copy, paste this here. The company name, well, obviously is going to be the company name. And then we're going to have to put this here. There we go. And then best. Copy. And then we're going to do in French, bonjour. Bonjour, first name. So split Valeria, not literally, and get the first one. And there we go. Save this. And then we need to name this dream email. Okay. Control-C. Paste it here. Add another filter here. Only if the email actually is valid and exists. So exists. Email found. Save this here. Put this again here. And then again, same thing. Email exists. Okay. Let's just auto-align this. Save this. Now we're going to add everything to our Instantly campaign. Add lead to a campaign. So go to Instantly. Let me log into my account here. Click on continue. And then go to campaign. Create new campaign. AI recruitment. And then go to settings. Okay. Go to integrations. Go to API keys. Okay. Go to version 1. Copy your API key. Go back. Click on add. This is how you authenticate. Paste this here. Go to save. Okay. Now I will get access to it if I go to campaign ID. There we go. Lead's email is going to be the found email. The first name is going to be the full name here. So let's just split first full name based off a space. And then we're going to get 1. Okay. What it means is essentially we're splitting first name based off a little space here. We're getting 1. This is 2. This is 0, 1, 2. A little space like in the middle. Copy, paste. Now it's 2 because it's the last name. Company name is going to be the company name. And the personalization is going to be the dream email. Save this. Control-C. Simply paste this here. Now we're going to have to put the name here. 1. Personalization, dream email. And the email is going to be the email. Okay. So let's just what do we see here? So now we're just going to put the full name here. There we go. So now let's just run this at 15 records. Save. Run once. First one added quickly. So let's go to instantly. There we go. We have the lead here. If I go to personalization, there we go. Second one, Monica Lee. And then we're trying to find the email. So there we go. Found the email. Sweet. Let's go back to instantly. Leads. So all my leads are getting added. Let me just refresh this. I'm glad I can speak French, which is why I can help him. Think about it. There we go. We're adding all our leads. So this is how essentially you fulfill for a recruitment agency if you're looking to target this niche. So get out there, Take action. I believe in you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.